Braka braka. Hope all is well with everybody. Because I have already had this ahead of time, this will be the last we'll be able to run both at the same time until further notice. I will let y'all know. Well, let's get down to this truth about zombies eating their own brains. That's one for you, right? Because I used to say, why are we having zombie drills in the military and in school? Okay, military, one thing. We teaching little kids this now? So welcome to Soulless Monitoring Spirit, Zombie Eats Own Brains, and many more things that we shall alive or reveal or unveil. Kyrie's Kingdom Mystery Unload. Like the Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? Mystery vans and solving the cases of who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! Since we're dealing with spirits, I'm just being funny. Some people can grab to it, some people don't. But all seriousness, all games aside, I am serious. But I like to have a little fun, all right? Because we do learn here and we do also deliver, but we also have fun. Well, that would be the BC part. God's funny, but nothing he do is fun. He's always coming to save us for our own stupidity, crazy crap we around here doing, So, that's the penalty of being a Kyrie's child. So, thank you, Facebook Meta, for understanding, and YouTube at HSE-TV Entertainment on YouTube. So, we're going to go out with a banger for a little while. We're only going to be able to do one or the other until I can get 1,000 subscribers. We already at 663. So, that's about, 347. We need 347 more subscribers to the HSE-TV Entertainment. Then I can just hit the live button and scroll in and out and do all the fun stuff we do on Facebook. I don't have to leave one or the other out. All right? Work with me to help work with you so we can keep spreading the power of the gospel. Not the gospel. The gospel already spread, Not so much the power, though. There's a lot of fake Nagas out here. I didn't say nigga. I said Nagas, which is a serpent, a seraphium, a cerebium in your brain. Spirit, soul, and body. I like to explain all realms so this is wisdom, not just Brother BC want to run his stupid mouth. All right, let's get down into it. Y'all hear me every day. Why we have this title? What is going on here?
Yo.
We got red orbs right now.
That just flew away, and these things
and now they're forming shapes.
Oh my God. We fucking watched it drop out of the fucking ship. Oh my God.
Out of the motherfucking.
Oh my God. What the fuck is this?
I can't make this up, cuz. Y'all share this shit right now. Share this motherfucking shit, cuz. I can't make this shit up, cuz. Now, I'm currently...
Braka, Christopher Jordan, Yashiala War Ready, Melanie Lane Hunt, Stacey D. Glee, Neo Monroe, Monique and Braka. Here we go.
Council, I'm having a really hard time.
What's this?
Posting this video. I'm having a hard time editing this video. I'm having a hard time just looking at this video, but I just think it's necessary. You know what I mean? We have to see this. Guys, what is going on here? I mean, these are the walkers, right? Like, there's no other answer to this. There's something in these people's blood and it's turned them into ghouls. These are the fucking Morlocks. I mean, they're eating dogs, they're eating cats. This cat's sitting here with his fucking muffin cap peeled back.
Yo, I remember in the hood, you gotta be from the hood. I know you heard it in the movies. I'm about to peel back his muffin cap. This is the true definition of a muffin cap peeled back, Jack.
Yo, what? This is how they wanted your boy Trump to look. But seriously, family, come on, man. This is grotesque. Like, what is this guy doing? And he's just sitting there like nothing's going on. You know, you remember the lady from Seattle with her face peeled off? You remember all these cats that, you know, we've posted with all these grotesqueries going on, and it just seems to be the norm nowadays? Well, family, this shit is far from fucking normal. I'm so done with this shit. Let's fucking go.
What the fuck is the Vegas Spear? When did they build that thing? Why is it saying all of this weird shit? Are there more of these? Are these what the portals are? Girl, the subliminals in that thing are fucked up. Have you seen it? It is fucking killing me. Because I know for a goddamn fact I've seen those subliminals before. The same exact one. The key phrase that was like, hey, you've seen this before, was when that string of words started. And it's like, you feel this way because of your parents, apathy, blah, 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 blah. I was like, oh, I've seen that at a concert. I can't for the life of me remember which fucking concert, but I know everybody freaked out the same fucking way. When did they build that thing? I was in Vegas a couple of years ago. That didn't fucking exist. What the fuck is that? And then we got fucking portals being built in Michigan or Missouri or wherever the fuck that is. I take 1 weekend off and everything fucking explodes. I know for a fact I have seen those same subliminals at a fucking concert. It was around the same time as the weird concert where everybody had to walk into the gold mouth. Do you guys remember that? Where everybody thought that it was a sacrifice? Oh, this is fucking killing me.
Astro World.
Whoever finds this, I don't know. You can't see this, I'm sure. It's too dark. I've left the car behind, and as you can tell probably from this picture, I'm walking towards the only light I can see on top of a ridge. I can hear the mountain behind me rumbling. It's an enormous mud and water slide came down and washed out the road. I never really thought I'd believe this or say this, but at this moment, I honest to God believe I'm dead. There's really no way to describe those feelings. I feel the ash now in my eyes. It's getting very hard to breathe. Burnt to breathe. I'm having trouble talking. It's burnt to breathe. Burns my eyes. Would you?
Yeah. Synthetic weather caused by synthetic simps. That's right. You heard me right. Got to get the right definition of things and not ebonics.
I wouldn't be talking at all. Got my eyes.
Okay, I want to show y'all. They got the audacity to put this in Tubi movies, but your average Joe doesn't know this. And when you do speak of this, they call you crazy. This is a real law. Pay attention.
By law, you can resist the cops. Like, you can fight them back. Yeah, if you didn't do nothing. Who said that?
He gonna give it to you word for word.
U.S. Supreme Court. One has an unalienable right to protect his life, liberty, or property from unlawful attack or harm. Therefore, it's not an offense to liberate one from the unlawful custody of an officer. So that's really what they're teaching with the white kids? It sounds like bullshit to me. That's because you stuck in a school and don't teach shit. If a cop don't perform the law of the land, I can resist and protect myself. It's just law.
Pay attention. You seen, he said if it don't conform to the law of the land. Now that same kid got unalived by the police officer in the first scene.
I wonder what movie that was.
I'm going to preface this video with two things. Number one, if you ain't a black person willing to do anything for your people and stand 10 toes down regardless of the situation, I'm going to need you to exit this video and fast because this shit not for you. Number two, I don't have the skills or ability to do this, but I'm willing to have a conversation and organize with those who do. But we as a community need those who have any major IT background, whether it's web development, software development, website creation, app development, cybersecurity. We need y'all to step up to the plate in ASAP, because shit is really getting to a point to where we need a safe space to where we can all communicate and start having unfiltered conversations about what the fuck we gonna do. Because between Javion McGee and Rasheem Carter, this shit has got to stop.
I'll call you back.
We got to figure out some solution when it comes to these sundown towns. And I got a couple ideas, but I'm going to keep it cordial here on TikTok. But it ain't no way in 2024, we as black people should fear for our lives when we leave a major city, because we understand the fact that if we go into one of these smaller towns, white folks got so much power that they could take our ass off the map like we never fucking existed in the first fucking place.
Yo, he ain't lying. That's kind of what we need. But man, I remember being younger, right? Riding in the car with my dad. We'll be traveling somewhere and we go through a certain town and he'll just start getting all nervous and stuff. And I'd be like, why you all nervous, Daddy? But man, I don't like this town, man. I don't like being here. And I didn't understand back then. But as I got older, I was like, oh, I see why you didn't like going through these towns. Because, I mean, why would you?
Seen a video on some still water shit that be in caves. And I'm not gonna lie, I would have been a victim. That water looked clean as fuck. I would have thought the water was clean. My dumb ass would have goddamn at least touched it with my feet or hands or something, goddamn. Shit, the fucking ocean water don't even look that damn clean. How the fucking water so damn clean? But they got all this bacteria and other shit up in there. That's why my ass don't go in caves and shit now. Because I don't know a fucking enough.
They're just worms covering the crop. So it looks like the crop is there, but then when you get out there, all of the kernels are
you see them?
by worms. So they usually have like a rice kernel in there, and every single one of them, the husks are empty. It's something none of us have ever seen out here before. Like even the other harvesters who have been out here for decades.
Remember the nanoparticles and the worms and the squirms and the nanotech when Uncle Bill Gates bought up all the lands. This is how he turned them into smart lands or smart farm. That's not bugs. You can't drown them. You can't. They be in the rice. They be in the hay. They be in the. That's why you're having problems now.
Like a ton of worms. They were here last year, the worms, but there was so much crop that we were still able to have like kernels that had rice in them. And then this year, since the plants drowned, they had not a lot of rice to eat, so they ate it all. Usually on bad years like this, you would just pick enough to reseed your fields and then hope next year would be better. But we could hardly even pick enough rice to reseed one field, never mind 6. Just confused a little bit because nobody knows what it is, and sad, obviously. We have no profit, no jobs for the community.
That's messed up. What are some little bitty worms?
I feel like the Jacksons when they came out with that song, ABC. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. They was actually talking about the Kabbalah. They was talking about gematria, bro. ABC is 1, 2, 3 in gematria, bro.
It's crazy.
You gotta find your people.
Giant. Fossilized.
I know y'all see that. That's
Pause.
a person sitting there.
Isn't it strange how that wall dry looked just like the ice wall in Antarctica? The same exact height, the same exact ridges, the same exact model. I just find that funny.
Wonder what that used to be before it was all rock.
48 hours, he's with me. So, yeah, and we gonna go full crazy.
Well, I'm sick of this demon.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go get some girls.
Man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about.
No, he ain't. You a sad, you said girls. You can see it. Let's get to the real deal of the message. Remember we said Cayenne was not normal. We said Cayenne built the first Zing dynasty, which is in Guyana. You say China. the Mayans, the Aztecs, they were doing some ancient Kemet stuff of uplink or Neuralink, or you say mummifying or transferring a body hopping, shape shifting, A corpse trafficking scandal in Kenya has reminded everyone that Guyanese people are not human. You see the top left corner? Guyanese people are no longer human. They are huminerals. Minerals. What the hell? Minerals? Wasn't Cain a farmer and then was cursed to live under the earth? I don't know. You tell me.
Trafficking scandal in China has reminded everyone that Chinese people are being exploited in death as well as in life. Welcome to China Uncensored. I'm Chris Chappell. Before I begin, I've been making a push to get China Uncensored to 2 million subscribers by the end of the year. When I started a few weeks ago, we needed 40,000 subscribers. Now it's down to just 10,000 more. So if you're watching and you aren't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And if you are subscribed, remember, make sure you're still subscribed because YouTube has been secretly unsubscribing people. So, on with the show. People in China have been losing faith in the Chinese system. Why? Well, how much time do you have? A comprehensive study covering the last 2 decades reveals that Chinese people are increasingly attributing a lack of success to unequal opportunities and an unfair economic system. At the same time, achieving success is increasingly being attributed to connections and a rich family. But while more Chinese people are doubting that hard work is the key to success, China's elites are pushing them to work harder than ever before. Chinese leader Xi Jinping has been calling on Chinese people to struggle and told them to embrace hardship, which is convenient since he's giving them so much of it. From China's leading industries, there's been similar rhetoric. In April, the CEO of one of China's leading car companies openly talked about his own employees suffering through COVID infections and missing the births of their children because they had to work on the company's new car model. And in May, this exec, a Chinese...
Wait a minute. Things starting to parallel. 5 years ago, it said America was owned by China. I just did a story about people being told during the hurricane and before, you're going to be fired if you don't come into work, while they not there themselves, the bosses, the managers, the owners, and also so on. They left one cat to tell the truth, to say, well, I had 45 minutes, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Still not enough time. It had already started, knucklehead. So here we are again, here in the different, you thought to say country, but how? It's a new world order all the way around the globe, or circular land.
Giant Baidu said in several videos that her employees should not expect weekends off. They should have their phones turned on 24 hours a day, and if they complained about her, she would make sure they wouldn't get another job in the industry again. Which sounds more like a favor than a threat after how they're being treated. Cyanide taste tester sounds like a more fun career path than this.
So Americans, why you secondary, thirdary look for the Antichrist, it's already happening by the power of a woman in a place you're not in and the big media news not telling you. You ought to feel like a sucker, don't you? We just talked about this, right?
So
yesterday?
With many Chinese people facing high demands with a sense of diminishing rewards, they've begun describing themselves as part of a...
We just talked about how it might be a woman. We keep saying he. The beginning showed us it was a she-devil, not a he-devil. He-devil was birthed from the she-devil. Knucklehead. That's what you got to tell people, man, when they think they know. They don't know. They had no understanding. If it's no different in the beginning than the end, and the end in the beginning than the she-devil, where is she? He just told you. He just told you where it was. Look, man, they giving us so many ads. That's why I started muting them niggas. Let's get back to the topic. was gonna play around. He gonna play around now. Themselves as
part of a distinct social Chinese. The term first appeared on Chinese social media at the beginning of last year, and it quickly caught on. In the original post, a humineral was described as a person who is a resource, not a protagonist. You are a means, not an end. Your life's work will go towards the fulfillment of others instead of the pursuit of your own desires. Kind of like the humans in those pods in the Matrix, except the robots actually let those people sleep. A humineral is essentially someone who is relentlessly exploited by society until they're eventually discarded on the refuse pile. But honestly, I don't think it's right to portray today's China as a place where hardworking Chinese people are just systematically mined for their resources until they die, because the mining continues even after they die. A Beijing lawyer revealed exactly that earlier this month when he exposed the details of a large-scale, illicit corpse trading network being investigated by the authorities. The case revolves around 75 suspects affiliated with hospitals, funeral homes, and crematoriums across at least 7 different provinces that were involved in the selling of corpses.
Now, all you human donors on your license and ID, this way you go.
To a company called Shanxi Osteorad. I'd like to tell you this company's primary business is making super realistic Halloween decorations, because that would somehow make the story less dark. But no. Reportedly, the company forged body donation registration forms and other documents to illegally purchase 4,000 bodies between 2015 and 2023. The company specializes in the production and supply of bone graft products, and it used the purchased corpses to produce allogenic bone implant materials, which it would then sell back to hospitals. Due to high demand for and limited supply of these materials, Osteorad was able to use the corpse purchasing to place itself in the center of a very lucrative business, which is why the company reportedly has been willing to pay upwards of $3,000 per body. So to anyone who says human life isn't valued in China, that's not true. It's $3K a pop. Understandably, when all this became public knowledge, the reactions were less positive than they were for that Australian breakdancer. The Beijing lawyer that went public with the case wrote that I've been a criminal lawyer for many years and have handled all kinds of cases.
That was a big uproar for the culture and the community. Like, that's the best breakdance for real. That was a big uproar. Wow, this is better.
This is the first time for me to be so shocked and angry. Some called out the general manager at Osteorad, Li Baoxing, saying that the entire scandal is a horror film with Li being the director, which I guess makes the CCP the producers. Not sure who the gripping best boy would be in this analogy. For others, though, the fate of the trafficked corpses seem an unsurprising end for the bodies of China.
Yes, sir, Angel Roland. There's still knuckleheads with eyes to see and don't, and ears to hear and still don't. So we have to make it blunt for them and show these ugly messages. I feel you. But we got some dum-dums. So they like to call us liars and things like that. Then when, it hit big media, remember where it was told first. We tried to warn you. But no.
Her body. So to anyone who says human life isn't valued in China, that's not true. It's $3K a pop. Understandably, when all this became public knowledge, the reactions were less positive than they were for that Australian breakdancer. The Beijing lawyer that went public with the case wrote that I've been a criminal lawyer for many years and have handled all kinds of cases, but this is the first time for me to be so shocked and angry. Some called out the general manager at Osteorad, Li Baoxing, saying that the entire scandal is a horror film with Li being the director, which I guess makes the CCP the producers. Not sure who the gripping best boy would.
That's right, Yashiala. When we know the war we are fighting, it's easier when we know our opponent and his weapons, and it kind of saves us. That's where a lot of us faith people go wrong.
This is the fate of the Chinese people. Another
Don't
posted
study the
that
enemy.
the living are treated like replaceable cogs and the dead are treated like replacement parts. This is the awful reality of the 21st century. Of course, none of this content about the corpse trading scandal was accessible or visible for very long. Instead, news stories and online comments were subjected to heavy censorship and quickly scrubbed from the Chinese internet. The story got buried, unlike these corpses. The Beijing lawyer, Yi Shenghua, who was reportedly ousted as director of the law firm he founded, likely at the behest of the Beijing authorities in retaliation for his whistleblowing. And while the scandal was quickly disappearing from...
Do y'all like the fact that it's something so serious, he keep throwing sarcastic ass jokes? We talking about somebody, family members and stuff like that. Niggas is crying over. I mean, you know how I feel about shells and stuff, but I got respect for people's feelings and emotions. Now, if I, who speak the truth, can smell if a spirit can understand what come out my mouth or not, and I keep my mouth shut, if the business wasn't dropped in my lap and asked in the question, well, why can't they? Why can't they just tell the story without a joke? Now, I joke a lot. I don't joke on serious matters like this. Nigga, ain't nothing shit funny about this. That could be your mama over there selling body parts. You gonna be damn laughing and throwing jokes? No, you're not. You'll be ready to kill.
From hot topic lists on Chinese social media, a story about 190 mishandled corpses by a funeral parlor in Colorado from last year suddenly began going viral. Can confirm the CCP is in possession of weapons of mass distraction. This was seen as a cheap ploy by many social media users, though, with one writing, "Why are they suppressing this hot search topic? Do they think the public is stupid?" What? No, they don't think you're stupid. They think you've got a big brain, a big, valuable brain that can earn them a lot of cash.
Say that again,
using your breathing holes.
That's called pride.
Others noted that the U.S. case at least ended in a
Haughty
payout
spirit
by the funeral
for
parlor.
fall.
While it's still unclear what sort of compensation will go to the loved ones of the 4,000 exploited corpses in the Osteorad scandal, if any. It might seem strange that censors launched such a heavy crackdown regarding a scandal where the public and the state appear to be aligned, given that the authorities were already investigating. But actually, it's quite common for the topic of mass exploitation of Chinese people by Chinese actors to be swiftly removed from social media. The word...
Yeah, I like that, Mark Coney. That's coming from a true spirit to heart like you. That's not coming from him. You could tell when someone like that man that was hurting that on one of my videos said wife left him, he went on a vacation or something, came back, she was gone, changed money. You could tell that nigga was hurt. Well, he was just that's a fake ass laugh from snapping. About ready to kill everybody. Huh? The kids, everybody got something to do with it. I understand what you're saying.
The word huminerals, for example, or renquang in Chinese, is itself subject to heavy censorship on the Chinese internet. Probably because the most frequent exploiters of the Chinese people throughout modern history are the masters of the censorship apparatus, the Chinese Communist Party. I'm pretty sure the only reason the CCP doesn't turn its people into Soylent Green is because they don't enjoy the flavor. Just 20 years into the CCP's rule over China, upwards of tens of millions of Chinese people had lost their lives to the party's mission of creating a great socialist society under their dominion, which, if you're keeping score, is a bad start. Even today, when Xi Jinping talks about Chinese people having to struggle and endure hardship, he's not encouraging them to do so in order to pursue their own goals or attain their own dreams, but to fulfill Xi's vision of achieving the great rejuvenation of the Chinese nation. And it's not just Chinese companies that have tried to take advantage of Chinese bodies either. Xi's vision requires Chinese people to have more children, and Xi has been pushing hard for them to procreate, essentially saying that women should stay home and have kids. Mind you, this is the same government that not too long ago had a strict one-child policy. But women should only have children in the way that the party state wants them to. Just this month, a Chinese woman named Xu Zhaozhao lost her final appeal in the Chinese judicial system in a long battle for the right to freeze her own eggs. The court ruled that Xu's rights had not been violated back in 2018 when a Beijing hospital refused to allow Xu, a single woman, to have her eggs frozen, arguing that a delayed pregnancy or single motherhood may lead to social problems. Ah, yes, because single mothers are the real issue in China. Everyone knows COVID, the Uyghur genocide, and rampant suppression of dissidents is all caused by roaming packs of evil single mothers.
Yeah, I like that Neil Monroe. Only we're not the West, we're the East from God's point of view. They're the West. They were caught building pyramids, not over here. Our pyramids in the mountain, like the giants are the mountain. They're fossilized niggas. We walking on serpents, giants, Nephilims all day on the ground. There are blood samples made of these rocks. They rocks that fall out the sky with these fossilized ass niggas. All right, we call them meteorites. Daddy call them hot coals thrown down to heaven to earth. Same simplicity. But I just want to make sure we got our compass right. When we are in a glass, from God's point of view, my right hand to him looks like his left is thrown up because it's a reflection. Compressed hydrogen or a molten looking glass, if I've not been, too much off, it also flips the direction. So where they taught us we're the West, it's a damn lie. We're the East. The sun come towards us and rise, set with them African niggas. All right. So therefore, we have two lands. Somebody the serpent seed land, and somebody the blessed land. Everybody didn't want to go to Africa. I'm just say that. Let's keep going.
Of the Uyghurs. Meanwhile, in the region of Xinjiang, the Chinese authorities' control over people's bodies has reached a whole different level. In Xinjiang, they have coerced members of the Uyghur ethnic group into getting contraception, made them get abortions, and even subjected them to forced sterilization. How could those evil single mothers do this? Unfortunately, Chinese authorities taking absolute control of the bodies of the country's minorities is not a new story. For decades, the Chinese state has been persecuting members of Falun Gong, a spiritual movement that emerged in China in the early 1990s. The persecution included the usual party state stuff like Falun Gong believers being abducted, tortured, and killed, but perhaps even more sinister than that, evidence that began emerging in the 2000s indicated that imprisoned Falun Gong members were being harvested for their organs and were even being executed for that very purpose. Earlier this month, a Falun Gong practitioner named Chung Pei Ming recounted to the U.S. magazine The Diplomat how he was subjected to forced organ harvesting while imprisoned in China. The night before a scheduled surgery, Cheng was fortunately able to escape, and in 2020 he made it to the U.S.
A comet is the divine sperm of your soul falling into a physical womb in the body. Comets are not meteorites nor asteroids. Just like the lights of Jupiter, they call them gas. Gas is a spirit. So the lights of the 7 planets, are really actually the reflections of the archangels. So when they say Michael and his angels, that's the light versus the substance in heaven. Some of them are called moons, but they're mainly asteroids. If you look up and ask Google how many moons are in our solar system, they'll say 200. Well, there was 200 fallen also. So the 200 fallen are the fossilized asteroid or moons. Jupiter, Saturn, 87, Saturn, 58, and Jupiter. Some on Uranus, Neptune, none on Venus, 2s on Mars called terrible and dreadful, called Phobius and Phoebus in your Bible, the terrible and dreadful day of the Lord. So when you see that, is Mars bringing in those 2 asteroids or moons or hot coals. But comet, to answer your question, is the same as a sperm in a man. The same length, it's just one is liquid, one is a spirit gas state. So obviously coming out of the mouth of God, your soul comes as a comet. It's how I saw my daughter and told my wife she was pregnant. Boom, that happens. The semen into a woman's ovary eggs does a full eclipse and then lights up to show us life. So if that tells me physically what happened in April with the full eclipse, what did we birth? That's the question. Glad you said it. So now we are all on board. Light is light. All light belong to who? Kairos, not substance. Flesh and blood will not inherit the kingdom of God. Do we all understand? Yet the solar sun will not go where we go. He's material still.
US, which is great to hear that some good things actually came to the US from China in 2020. In the US, he underwent a series of medical tests that confirmed his worst fears. Segments of his liver and a portion of his left lung had been surgically removed. The Uyghurs are just the latest organ bank for the Chinese regime. So given what's been happening...
Actually, Miss Susan Westland, thank you for being bold and speaking. You know what I'm saying? And then all of us got enlightenment off of that. So, you know, you were the one that kicked that off, and it wasn't no attack. It was, which I know you didn't take, but that's how we build. And we still on point with what we're talking about. And you might have thought that was a question, but it was actually, you know how you ask a question and you say the answer at the same time? You know what I'm saying? But that's how the spirit works in us. That's where our Bible say the spirit intercede, for we know not what to say or ask for. But then after someone explained it to us, you end up saying, man, you know what? That's what I was thinking, you know, but I just wanted to be sure. So thank you for that. Thuada. That's how I say thank you.
In China in the past decades. It makes sense why some Chinese people weren't shocked when they heard about the Osteorad corpse trafficking scandal, but instead shrugged it off as the logical fate of China's huminerals. Because China's least abundant export is
Braka Kevin Marlowe.
Osteorad corpse abuse happened in an environment where Chinese people from all over China are being exploited as huminerals in all sorts of ways all the time. And not just metaphorically. Much worse crimes have been committed against the living in China, and on a much grander scale than what Osteorad did to those 4,000 corpses. And that is the truly shocking part of the story. That a large-scale corpse trafficking scandal in China really isn't that shocking. Of course, the CCP hate
Hey, y'all. They just upset, man. You know, they mad, so they just knock me out and give me the most bad service. You know, you saying you miss a couple of days or one thing. These niggas act crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I told y'all, I warned y'all, you know what I'm saying? These people crazy, bro. I just wanted to be able to show y'all comments, and then they knock me out like I can't do more than one thing. Y'all seen me do this before. Braka, Shanae McDaniels, I remember saying that name. KG Brown, Angel Rowland. I get to see now names I ain't get to see in the beginning. That's what I was trying to do. So you got people taking corpse, buying corpse, stealing corpse. You know, you call that in America, organ donor, And they do not resuscitate you if you are a volunteer organ donor, especially if you are healthy, because they want your stuff. You're a god. You're a goddess. You're a child of the Most High. You're not playing with your stuff. No, you even keep going through the cycle. I mean, when you're not conscious of this, even though God say flesh and blood will not inherit the kingdom of God, it houses the true power of God, and they're happy with just that. That stuff is like drugs to them. You know, we call it adrenochrome. Your Bible said they straight drink the blood of only the righteous. They don't drink the blood of another wicked person. There's no power effect. You know, there's no nourishment in that for them. So when it said you would eat all the dust all the days of your life, that was us, brothers and sisters, the very thing that it created. All right, you the pie crust, and your blood is the substance they like to drink and eat. And these things, they're not really said a lot. People in Scotland, oh shit, man, just ask Miss Susan if I'm talking about spook stories or whatever, man. It's really known in some countries, like racism is in America. It's just shown. It's like, but people who don't really know, like, kind of spook monster mess is this, man? It ain't no spookism, bro. It's for real. Did that nigga die and then he tell you he was gonna do a witch hit on him? Is that man alive or is he dead? Is that God? No, just because he did a witch hit. He know how to do evil. God don't take his power and do wickedness with it, man. So, you know, you got to be able to use spiritual discernment. There are those that are white witches that'll do good for you. They not going to heaven, man. Good don't make it into heaven. Only holiness and righteousness do. Don't you ever forget that in your life. All right, good made it in. It'll be a lot of evil niggas making it in, but that's not the case. So therefore, you just can't do good. You just can't know good. You got to be beyond good. You got to super exceed good. All right? That's what your words say with many different ways. Supersede the Pharisees and the scribes, Sadducees, really called parishes and seducers. But whatever. All right? It's right there in your face. All right? We dealing with sci-fi and phi with the science. And then you got phi, aracy, parashy. We playing around with words and stuff, man. It's right there in front of you. pH balance scale right there in the first two letters in Pharisee. Y'all playing, man. Science ass niggas want you to follow their laws and not the Most High. Ain't you tired of these cats? I know I am. But you keep giving them power over you. And they gonna keep sucking like a snake nigga do. All right? You want to be stupid, he gonna be stupid with you. But he's gonna have the upper hand than you. You let no serpent seed nigga be over you and God ain't declared that over your life, man. That's not even, man, listen, I ain't got time. They were cursed. That's why they under the earth. We're not. All right? We're above the earth and beyond. But I can't breathe that into you. I can breathe you the connection. But I'm not the one that's going to save you and get you there. All right? I make that very clear. All right? So if you here just to see the knowledge and the guy, you're going to hell. But I'm going to make sure I don't go with you. Because I told him, Lord, don't be worshiping that body. I told him, don't be BC nothing, man. The hell are you talking about? I don't even know that guy. I only know it when I'm right standing with the Holy Spirit. All right? I told him, Lord. You know what I'm saying? Most High, Yahuwah, I told him, bro. They ain't listen. You see me, I be in the matrix glitch myself. I'm trying to get out of gods and lords. It's hard, man. 40 years of your life, it's all you know to say. They don't want to let you go higher. That's why they can't give you no higher name above that name. That's why it's weird to some folks. It ain't weird to me no more. I don't care. I was already looking crazy in sin. Shit, I could look crazy for God. All right, at least I win with the Most High. See, there I go again, God. At least I win with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to be no monkey fool for nothing less under his feet. That's stupid. That's like gambling and you know you can't win. What? I'm not just giving money away, bro. I'm going to invest this in something I know I can win. I'm saying, like, hey, what's wrong with these people, man? See my face when I'm talking to you. You know, I ain't got time to be playing, man. All right? You don't need to be playing either. All right? Until we sit in that seat and there ain't no more wickedness, you could be thrown away. You might not endure it till the end. A lot of people tell you, yeah, God scoop you up in the rapture. You can still lose your place. It's a tribulation still going on down there. There's niggas down there that's not really in. You can lose your place. Don't get too cocky. Don't be laughing. I told you. Poof. Now the Gentile in your seat. Now, who laughing now, nigga? You see what I'm saying? God ain't slacking his word, man. Told you don't be high when you see your enemy down. Ooh, boy, that's two hard things for a human to do when he done face some boo-boo. One, I'm gonna get you back, sucker. Two, nigga, my God, good. That's the first thing we doing. First thing we saying, now we wondering, God, my car don't work well, me, Lord. And I here setting snare traps and shit. You know what I'm saying? Man, I here being a wizard and you didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to learn from God getting punched in the face. Shit, I'd rather a man be mad at me than God. All right? That's the one that power over the spirit, soul, and the body. I don't know what the monkey nigga do to nobody. All right? Yeshua didn't. I don't know why you. All right? So, you know, either be real about it or, you know, sit in your seat and keep learning till you can get strong. All right. So the best thing I can give you is best advice. You know, it's not easy out here being a real Kyrie believer. You are hated for everything you do. The clothes you wear, the way you freaking look. Why you ain't in? Why you mind your damn business, nigga? I come over here and want to smell what you was cooking. Hell, man. I got enough on my plate. What you over here for, bruh? Brocka, everybody. It's your boy, B.C. the Vet Root, man. Like I said, when I get some funds, you know, when I get back to work or something, God's gonna give it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping. But we definitely gonna be on Facebook. Facebook never miss nothing. This YouTube, y'all niggas got word. I'm saying, like, when things ain't going right, you see me when you see me. You heard? So, brocka. All right. I know I gotta do. I promise y'all, YouTubers, we were doing it, and you know, things came, things come. All right. Like I said, the Most High is gonna get me. He's gonna got me. Watch, and all y'all gonna see it. You gonna be like, man, keep stumbling across stuff. God trying to show you. See, that's why he got me out here. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't do all this. Hold on. I'm about to get up out of here so you don't hear that screeching crap. I'll be back. Ha! Your boy back. You see what I'm saying? Now this camera flip. You see what I'm saying? Because I didn't look like that like I looked in the on the tablet. You know what I'm saying? On the computer. See what I'm saying? So this is like on the reverse screen, like I was saying. My right hand might look left to y'all, but it's my right. It's my right. So, you know what I'm saying? Just to show y'all the boat that I don't lie. You know what I mean? But we fruitful and multiply in the great divine of the all-seeing eye. The three is the all-seeing eye. Limited my daddy talking about a damn trinity. You know what three is? They said the Kundalini is third. You ever seen a third place nigga be like, ha, first place nigga? No, you seen first place nigga tell second and third nigga try to be better than me next year, nigga. Hold up that gold. You know? And then the second place guy, he like, well, shit. I'm going to celebrate too with this silver. Because the Bible say you better have gold or silver. So you better be first or second, nigga. Third and fourth cousins, you're done, son. Nobody wants bronze. We're not in that no more. You're mixing with clay. All right, you better be that silver and gold, baby. Go through that fire, be tried and shine. All right? But nobody in third place shines. Sit your goofy ass down and go back and train some more. All right? You want to be first place of all things. I ain't never ran a race where I said, well, you know, I'm trying to come in second. I didn't give a shit. The nigga was better than me. I was going to try. Maybe God give me some Maybe I'll pass some gas and run and be like some nos, you know, and beat him that day. I don't know how God going to do it, but the day I ain't settling, I'm going to be second. I ain't never seen even a nerdy nigga playing chess know the guy better than him. Even the featherweight that fight and know he going to lose, never step up and say, well, you know, I'm going to just fight to lose. You a silly chump you do that, bro. At least try first. Then talk about the matter when we meet the bridge. I'm saying, but to give up before we start, man, they taught me in sports, you already lost, chump. I'm saying, I don't be no chump about you. I like to be the one they bet it against, the underdog. come up and cut a nigga. TKO. We ain't even get 10 seconds in. You ain't got nothing to say, bro? You was talking all that shit outside, but when we come face to face on the platform, my spirit versus your spirit, you only last 10 seconds, you got nothing to say? Huh. I'm gonna leave you alone because I don't want to switch talking too much junk. And you know what I'm saying? You take my spot. So daddy's my venger. I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? Type of ordeal. I'm out on them niggas. We done smashed you. It's nothing else to do, you know? I mean, you do anything else, you could go overboard. Now he becomes you and you become him. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna be daddy's shoe. You hear me? I did that once. I almost died and couldn't come back in the spirit and the soul. I'm not playing with daddy like that again. That was gambling with our lives, separating light from darkness in Genesis. I won't do that no more. Because we said, daddy love us. He wouldn't throw us in the outer darkness. Shit. But reiterate that. All right, got it. God love turns into vengeance, nigga. That turns into wrath. That's judgment day. No more wickedness. See how that go? I'm not playing with daddy now, bro. I played with him all them times ago. Not playing this time. He ain't playing. He never played. We playing all the time. Better stop that grown-ass man playing. Ain't got his priorities straight. Man. Your wife and your mama be mad. They might all leave you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real with y'all. So you don't, somebody need to hear that, man. You out here playing. Video gaming. Life is fine. Now, but your wife and everybody depending on you, you supposed to be Superman in time, and you the grasshopper, you not the ant. You ain't gonna be ready, son. That's sad. When your wife and them depended on you, and you failed me out. Oh, shit. Ain't no embarrassment like that, boy. Oh, God. I pray every day I don't fail my family. Don't care what I'm doing, how much praise I'm getting. A devil is a devil. You hear me? So, I'm BC the Tishvite, BC the Ivet root. Keep it true. Stay with the Holy Spirit. Don't listen to flesh. Don't listen to no man. Monkey niggas look like me and stuff like that. That's right. You got to listen to the Spirit. And when they speak to you, supposed to lock a vibration and pull things out of you and put things into you like the nanobot, except it ain't artificial. We're going to give you the power. If my sanity is good and I'm listening to the Holy Spirit and I'm not lying, I would never lie. Braka.